This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at the Dorchester. We've just seen the unstoppable launch press conference. Natasha Jonas versus Lauren Price takes place on International Women's Day at the Royal Albert Hall. Johnny Nelson, first of all, how are you, mate?
I'm fine, thank you. Again, I keep telling everybody I love being a tourist down here in London on Park Lane at the Dorchester Hotel. Love this place, and this is on the Monopoly board, baby.
No, it has got a very big fight feel to this. Just being around a press conference today, the card that's being stacked, it feels like a lot of progression has been made. When you look at the fighters on the Shields Marshall card, they've all progressed. When you look at Price, Dubois, Garris, and that's the next step, and it could even be bigger than that night.
Without a doubt, they're hoping to make two more announcements. I hope I hope McKenna's on it as well. Francesca McKenna, I hope she's on it. You know, I think it's a good bill, and it's good for there was 6 belts up there for grabs. 6 belts. So look how far women's boxing has come, and there was pure talent there as well on show. And in women's boxing, you either get really good or really bad, no in between. These are good fights all the way through.
Is this a passing of the torch moment, or is it too early for Lauren Price?
We don't know, and that's why it's so intriguing. That's why it's so interesting. That's why there's so much speculation, because we don't know. Natasha just has to be able to control the pace, and that's it. If she doesn't, she loses. So it's about, she's got a very smart, clever guy with her in Joe Gallagher. Rob McCracken knows both fighters, know the strengths and weaknesses of both fighters. Rob says it how it is. He's not going to put his neck on the line and make himself look stupid. So if that's what he believes, he knows what he's got to do.
Have you been surprised by what Natasha Jonas has done in the last 2-3 years? Continue to perform the way she's done, because obviously you covered the fights when she took her first loss, then when she fought Terry Harper, the Katie Taylor fight. She's still there. She's still doing it at top level.
At the back end of her career, everything's just come together. The successes and the dreams that she's chased down have turned up. So I'm really happy for her. So I'm a surprise now. It's just about time is everything, and that's why our fight game is so intriguing.
Just go back to this weekend. We saw you at the Misfits event. What did you make of that?
It was funny. It was funny. It's not boxing; it's entertainment, and that's exactly what it was. And it was just funny. And
some of the fights were mad.
The fights were mad, and so I get it. I do get it. If you're a fight fan and you want to go there and watch boxing, you're going to watch a completely different kind of show. And I didn't expect anything. I went there to watch Ty Mitchell, who won. By the way, in his professional, 13 years out of the ring, the boxing body control decided to give him his license back. So yeah, I was good on him. So it was about supporting Ty Mitchell. But it's the first time I went to a Misfits show. It was funny. And you know what? I'll go again because it was funny.
And you only had to look ringside. It's a who's of stars. Obviously yourself, Tony Bellew, Prince Naz was flying about.
But remember, this might be because of Ty as well, because Ty. His dad, Clifton Mitchell, we're all Ty from the old days. So I knew Ty when he was a little pup. So it was just nice to see.
Can Ty go on and make a big splash?
Well, I know what Ty does behind the scenes. So it's a case of he's got to translate it now into the professional boxing ring.
What did you make of everything that happened with KSI and Wayne Bridge?
You know what? I saw Wayne earlier on, and I thought, what are you doing here? And then KSI was in the ring saying, right, I want to fight. Who shall I fight? And I'm thinking, and we were joking. I thought, I'm going to step in and say, I'll do it. but my daughter saying, Dad, get in there. Give me a hard time. And I thought, no way. And then I just, I think KSI went a little too far. I think, and there's a man code. And it's that kind of thing you just don't do. You know, Wayne's got kids, and I'm quite sure those kids look up to KSI, and they're inspired by him, and his antics and what he does. But that behaviour didn't just affect Wayne; there was a knock-on effect. And I don't think KSI's a bad guy. I just think he just did something that just had bad taste.
Moving back to the traditional boxing, there was an article that got put out over the weekend that saying that Sky were kind of reluctant to put on Ben Eubank. I don't know how much you can say, how much you know about that, being kind of working for Sky for so long. But from your point of view, as a pundit for that, do you want to cover that fight?
I'll watch it either way. You know, if we're not covering it, I'd watch it. I will watch it. And it's news to me, as I said, and I don't know where this information's come from. You guys are telling me something I don't know, but it's news to me. So, you know, we'll wait and see. I will watch the fight regardless. I do have questions in regards to where the British Boxing Board of Control stand on it. I heard anything from them. I do have questions in regards to that, but unfortunate for Conor, for the time being, they're just going to talk about the scandal around him rather than the kid's boxing ability. And that will go. It went with Tyson Fury, it went with Canelo, it went with Roy Jones. That will go. And I think Conor putting his foot down and not putting his hands up made me then think maybe, just maybe there is a legitimate excuse for him, because he could have easily bit the bullet and we'd be over this now. He'd have been fighting in that period of time.
I know this is one of the biggest fights, kind of definitely British boxing, if not global boxing. But how much of a difference does kind of the Sky machine make if it was behind it? How many more homes does this fight get into?
Anybody and everybody, regardless of what you say, Sky is the home of boxing. Sky is the biggest machine, and if Sky get behind any fight, everybody and anybody that's even got an interest in boxing will be there. There's been channels that have been dedicated to boxing that haven't surpassed Sky. So Sky know exactly how to do it and what to do and what they're doing. So it would be a shame, but you know what? They make decisions. The reason why they're at the top is because of the decision making and the policies they have. So let's just wait and see.
Last thing, I know Coogan spoke to you about Tyson Fury retiring over the weekend. So if the Fury-Joshua fight is not to happen, who should Joshua fight next?
Absolutely no idea. I wouldn't do Martin McCauley, too dangerous. Why not talk about trying to get a rematch, get that rematch on with Daniel Dubois? People have just forgotten about that conversation. The reason why the rematch didn't happen, now is because AJ was injured. So you can't be injured for this fight and not to fight somebody else. They've not said when he's fighting, not said who. So that why is that no longer on the table, or why is it no longer spoken about? If I'm wrong, I apologise. But I just think if AJ did carry on, they didn't fight Tyson Fury, Daniel Dubois. That's it. Daniel Dubois, right or wrong. That's it. Because in reality, if he doesn't think he can beat Daniel Dubois, then what's his ambition? That tells us that he's going in for the dough if he thinks I can't beat you.
Is that the wrong reasons when you go into big fights for the dough?
Listen, if it's about money, I can't tell somebody they're wrong for boxing for a few mil. I can't do that at all. But if you're going to tell us it's about legacy, you're going to tell us it's about cementing your name in boxing, then that's probably the path you take. And I'm not saying he hasn't, because Anthony Joshua's done an amazing job for British boxing. He's achieved so many amazing things and beat so many champions, and people just don't remember that. But what I'm saying is, I suppose it's like Tyson Fury. He said, I'm a fighting man. Fight AJ. I'm going to fight till I'm 86. That fight's going to happen. Then yesterday he says, or whatever day it was, he says, I've retired. This is about. This is why. That's why I don't believe him. And I think with AJ, if we want us to believe what he said yesterday, then today we've got to look at him either fighting Daniel Dubois next or Tyson Fury.
Will Anthony Joshua become a 3-time heavyweight world champion?
I don't know. I don't know, because you can't rely on which Anthony Joshua will turn up. So I don't know.
Johnny, thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. We'll see you next week for Adam Zine. Thank you, mate.